Go! It's time now for the PD Channel News, the Morning Report. Thursday, September 25th, 2014. Welcome to Thursday morning, September 25th, 2014. Here are your news headlines. Here our top story at 7:17. Here is the man wanted in the abduction of an 18-year-old University of Virginia student Anna Graham has been arrested in Galveston, Texas on 40 days on Wednesday. The United States-led coalition to fight the Islamic State militant group continues to grow, with numerous nations providing various levels of backing in the form of a military equipment aid from political support. FBI report shows increase in mass shootings since 2007 as on the one-year anniversary of the Sandy Hook massacre, firefighters in Newtown, Connecticut loaded a flag on Main Street to have stepped out of the victims. Clinton Kershaw leads the Los Angeles Dodgers to another National League West title as they repeated as National League champions as they defeat the San Francisco Giants 9-1. In this undated combination of images provided by the Philadelphia Police Department, Philip R. Wibbs, Kevin J. Nutt, and Kevin J. Harrigan showed a three charged with beating gay couple are free on bail. In Gleneagle, Scotland, 3 of his 4 children were born in the United States. He lives in a Florida mansion and plays most golf on the PGA Tour as I had multiple call a fulfilled Ryder Cup. The National and Democratic Capital is set to ride in Massachusetts. Michelle Obama plans to help Attorney General Brock for Coakley to try to close her heavy cash deficit in the gubernatorial race against Republican rival Charlie Baker headed to Boston. With great fortune comes great responsibility. That's the message Obama co-founder Jack Ma delivered in the New York today about his plans for spending the windfall earnings from this company's record-breaking IPO. Ukrainian army prisoners cleaned up a building damaged by shell guarded by unseen fighters of the so-called Donetsk People's Republic in Ukraine. United Nations, the President of Turkey on Wednesday accused the international community of doing too little to send the flow of foreign fighters to Syria and slammed the UN Security Council's inaction in some of the world's most pressing issues. Australia edges closer to Cambodian refugee transfer deal as a loaded fire cell stands underneath the Australian flag about the west side of the Fed on August 13, 2014 as its plan to resettle refugees in impoverished Cambodia's Fox concern. An American man, Matthew Miller, sentenced to 6 years on labor in North Korea, says he is digging in fields 8 hours a day and being kept in isolation, but so far his health isn't deteriorating. Marathon bombing trial stays in Boston. Judge rules for Johar Sarnath. A lawsuit in Mississippi charged an inmate in the Scott County Jail in Mississippi have been indefinitely detained and denied lawyers in violation of rights. A combination picture shows China's central bank governor Zhou Extrayon answered another question during the disaster news conference in Beijing on March 11, 2011 at China Construction Bank Chairman Guo Shiping, speaking during the news conference. Global stocks higher as U.S. data boosts sentiment. I'll have the stocks in a couple of minutes. Here, it's been an exciting couple of weeks for financial markets as everything seems to struggle in a different direction. One gets the feeling that a big break could happen up or down. Apple Institute will work well for its most recent update. iOS 8, which aims to fix says just like unexpected cellular data usage, which receiving text messages. A bug discovered in the widely used batch command interpreter poses a critical security risk of Unix and Linux systems that thanks to ubiquity the wider internet. First look available on Wednesday on all shipment. BlackBerry square-shaped passport is a Marmite device. You either love it or hate it. It's the old first world problem. You go to the Apple store, drop $400 for the iPhone 6 and then discover it doesn't fit into your pocket. The 30-year-old model filed for divorce from the Black and Yellow hitmaker yesterday for Amber Rose, as friends said she had grown tired of his flimsy excuse for why she couldn't join him hit on the road. Rhode Island police officer Derek Levasseur talked to the $500,000 grand prize of Big Brother Wednesday night. The best thing about how to get away with murder is Viola Davis, but you knew that Albany Davis's performance was riveted and huge as she turns law professor analyst Katie into a kind of intellectual gorgon. Right? And Benjamin, best known as Andre 3000 of One Half Outcast, has mostly stayed out of the spotlight for the last few seasons. Back Outcast 2014 tour continues in the fall, and he'll be on the big screen as Jimi Hendrix in the biopic Jimmy. The India Space Agency has released its first for the taken by Magellan satellite and Mars after it successfully entered the orbit around the planet earlier this week. Scientists were excited to discover clear skies at a relatively small planet about the size of Neptune to use of combined power of NASA's Hubble, Spitzer, and Kepler space telescopes. Quite up, civil skies has been known to be a warning sign of increased cancer risk. Research suggests that women who went up on skirt skies every decade after the mid-20s had a 33% greater risk of breast cancer after menopause, say researchers. In this photo from August 20, 2014, boots worn by health workers as part of the personal protective equipment are placed on racks to dry after they were washed at a Doctors Without Borders Ebola Care Center in Concrete, Guinea. People from the economically weaker section of the society who are poorly paid as compared to the well-off section of the society that work for 55 hours or more per week and 30% more likely to suffer from type 2 diabetes. Peter Childers, I'm 722 and it is time now to take a look at the New England Instant Alerts here on this Thursday morning here. Oh, let's move on to the stock market report here. Pre-market. Dow futures 71.39, unchanged. SP futures 19.90 and a quarter, down 3 quarters, and Nasdaq future 48.4 and 3 quarters, down 3 points here. European markets, next 9706.28, up 44.31. FTSE 6703.67, down 2.60. CAC 40, 4427.03, up 13.31. Asian markets here, Nikkei 6374.14, up 206.69. Shanghai 2345.13, up 1.55. HSI 23768.13, down 153.48. U.S. markets, Dow Jones 17210.06, up 154.19. SP 519.98.30, up 15.53. Nasdaq 4555.22, up 46.53. Oil 92.84, up 400 of a point. Brent 96.98, up 300 of a point. And natural gas 3.881, down 300 of a point here. In the gold markets, gold 1210, down 9.5. Silver 17.48, down 2,000 of a point. A copper 3.00355, down 1,800 of a point here. In the bond markets here, U.S. 10 yield 2.5529%, down 16,000 of a point. Germany 10 yield open 9.95, down 15,000 of a point, and Germany 10 yield open 5.25%, unchanged. In the FX bonds, there, European US dollar 1.2722, down 57,000 of a point. US dollar Germany's yen 109.23, up 2,200 of a point. And Great Britain US dollar 1.6301, down 37,000 of a point. Here. Alright, let's take a look at sports news here on this Thursday morning. Here, the Buffalo Bills right the back. Fred Jackson gets away with a tackle. Challenges there second as Jackson and the Bills have a hard time playing from behind in the games. There as a struggle with overcoming the lead. Nearly 2 months after 32 struck and killed a fellow driver, the district attorney officer on the Northern County in New York State announced today that a grand jury investigation determined that to be insufficient evidence to indict a NASCAR star. Boston Red Sox, even though they are out of the playoffs, they made some noise yesterday at Fenway Park as they batted the Tampa Bay Rays 11-3. Tonight, Alan Webster to be on the man for the Red Sox wall. Jeremy Elkson on man for the Rays. Game time 7:10 p.m. at Fenway Park here. Peter Childers, I'm 7:25 here on this Thursday morning. And it is time out for our travel report here on this Thursday morning here. And let's take a look at the Rhode Island highways, and they are moving on fine here. And take a look at Greater Boston highways here. 95, a little slow around the shared stretch here from McCack Street all the way to New One and Shared here. 24 northbound, a little slow from Avon all the way up into 120 and Randolph to the next of the 24 northbound here. 139 to Randolph here. 129 on southbound side, so from 28 to the split here. Southeast Expressway, so from the split all the way down for Dorchester here. And 129 on the northbound side, so from 37 to Braintree all the way down 95 up in Canton and doing an accident on 129 on the 24 Randolph and accident on the on ramp here. On the on ramp to 95 south from 120 north here in Canton here to trust us extra time in that area here. Mass Pike in the eastbound side, a little slow from 128 west and all the way out to Newton Carter and the on the brake skin from the Austin Bratton tolls and also on Red Buck on Mass Pike eastbound at Interstate 20 is the Austin Bratton tolls as reported by Mass DOT. So drive on the westbound side slow from 93 all the way down for 28 and it's slow from Store Drive near the Charles River from Beacon Hill all the way down for Route to the BU here. Route 2 eastbound and slow from Route 16 Belmont down for 316 in Cambridge near Fresh Pond Parkway. 129 to the southbound side of Little Slow from Wakefield all the way down to 93 and Ready there. Route 129 to the southbound side slow from Route 3 in Burlington all the way down for Route 2 in Lexington here. Route 3 southbound slow from Lowell all the way down for Millwicker here. And Route 3 south slow as you approach 128 in Burlington here. 93 southbound slow from Tewksbury all the way down from Wilmington. 95 is modified from 128 up to the New Hampshire border here. And 93 south backed up from Redden all the way out to the Zakenbridge through the docks of 93 near Esselby Square in Somerville here. 495 westbound southbound slow from 20 to Andover all the way down to 93 in Andover here. 299 on the eastbound side. A little slow, you put 495 in Marlborough here. 495 west, southbound, a little slow around Route 97 up in Haverhill here. And 93 on the southbound side of New Hampshire, slow from 293 all the way down to Route 28 in Derry here. And Mass Park on the eastbound side is slow from Route 33 up to 128 in Newton Doonan exit on Mass Pike here. 146 on the northbound side, a little slow as you approach 290 and 290 northbound side, slow in downtown Western here, and 290 eastbound, northbound, slowly push 195 Marlborough here. And Route 3 northbound, slow from 18 to Weymouth down for the split here. And Route 6 a little slow on 130 center split. The Cape is doing fine there. As Route 28 and 6 modified, and the board and Sagamore Bridge is modified. Peter Chell time is 7:28. It's not half weather report here, and we can have a rainy Thursday in Tappas. Take a look at our current conditions here in our current conditions at 7:30 in the morning time here, 50 degrees on temperature, overcast, skies, humidity 96%, wind speed is calm, barometer 3.47 inches, 2.49 degrees, and a visibility of 10 miles. Alrighty, let us take a look at current conditions around the region here. We got a 54 degree temperature reading from Boston here. It is 47 in Fitchburg, 45 in Medford, 46 in Beverly, 49 in Gloucester, 44 in Haverhill, 49 in Worcester, 51 in Sturbridge, 52 in Webster, 52 in Milford, 46 in Darwin, 50 in Taunton, 55 in New Bedford, it's 50 in Smithfield, 57 in Westerly, 61 in Westerly, and in Block Island, 63 on Montauk, 62 in Islip, 65 in New York City, 62 in Long Island, 60 in Bridgeport, 61 in New Haven, 56 in Denver, 55 in Waterbury, 57 in Meriden, 55 in Hartford and Windsor Locks, 53 in Springfield and pair of 52s in Greenfield and Gardner, 44 in North Adams, 48 in Pittsfield, 50 in Albany, 45 in Bayton, 48 in Bradford, 48 in Keene, Jeffrey, New Hampshire, 44 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 45 in Nashville, New Hampshire, Concord, New Hampshire, and 45 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 43 out in Pottsville, Maine, here. Take a look at our map situation around the country. Here shows a cold front approaching the North Central California, merging with a station front from North Central California, stretching up into Northern Nevada, down to Idaho, and a cold front up in Montana, down to Saskatchewan. A warm station front from South Central Saskatchewan, down to Southern Manitoba, down for Ontario, with a station front moving out of Ontario. And a warm station front from the Gulf of Mexico, hugging the Gulf States, stretching down from Central Florida, driven up the Georgia Carolina coastline, moving out to sea with a warm front there. Get a front of mine from eastern Wisconsin to northern Illinois, another front of mine from the Dakotas and eastern Montana and Wyoming here. And another front of mine from western Nebraska, stretching western Kansas down to Oklahoma, down to Texas. And a front of mine from southeastern Nevada down to the Gulf of California here. And we got low pressures here off the Carolina coastline. Low pressure in western Kansas. And we got low pressure here in southern Oregon, southwestern Idaho, northern California, and northern Nevada here. And we got low pressure in southeastern portions of California here. And we got two areas of high pressure here in the western portion of the country here. We got one ridge of high pressure up in Oregon and Washington. And a high pressure down to the Central Rockies here and in the Mountain West here. 55 degrees at temperature right now. Pittsburgh 63 out in Washington, D.C. 64 in Atlanta. 78 in Miami. 73 Bill, Texas. 65 in Dallas, Texas. 63 Kansas City. 60 in Omaha, Nebraska. 61 in Minneapolis. 58 in Chicago. 57 in Detroit. 55 in Great Falls, Montana. 60 out in Seattle. 62 out in San Francisco. 67 in Los Angeles and in Albuquerque. 73 in Las Vegas. It's 84 in Phoenix. 61 out in Denver. And it's 65 degrees out in Salt Lake City, Utah. Here. Alright, let's take a look at a radar situation here. And it shows the leading edge of the rain that we're going to get for today, as the line of rain showers is now up in Long Island, around New York City, down to New Jersey, down for eastern Pennsylvania, down for Maryland, down to D.C. here. And so, though, right now, D.C. through New York are in the rain, so expect it to be a wet morning commute in the 95 Amtrak corridor from New York down to Washington, D.C. here. And we're seeing some rain showers and a few storms from eastern North Carolina, stretching down to Carolina coast off of Georgia and off the Florida coastline. A lot of rain showers hugging around Florida coastlines if you Florida eastern Florida west coast here, and a line of rain showers, a few storms up the southeastern Texas Gulf Coast here. Western portions of Texas are seeing some few showers, and a line of spotty rain showers from north central Missouri down to eastern Iowa, western Illinois, and up into Wisconsin here. And we're seeing some line of rain showers from north central California stretching to the western Oregon to the Washington State there, for southeastern portions of the British coming up for the southwest of the east central portions of Alberta. Take a look at our satellite loop. It shows a lot of clouds coming from New England and stretching down the Atlantic seaboard, and a lot of clouds coming from northeast Mexico, stretching to southeastern Texas down from Louisiana. A lot of clouds from western Texas up to Oklahoma, down southeastern Kansas, Missouri, down to Illinois, Indiana, down for western Michigan and Wisconsin State. A lot of clouds from north central California up to Oregon, up to Washington State, down for southeastern, down for British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba here. And let's take a look at what is brewing in the tropics here. All right. Let's say what is brewing in the tropics here on this Thursday morning here. There's a formation here. Excuse me. Elongated low pressure area located about 11 miles east of the Windward Island is producing district showers and thunderstorms. Environmental conditions are not conducive for significant development, and tropical cyclone formation is unlikely. Formation chance of 4 hours, low 10%, and formation chance of 5 days, low 10% here. And the latest on tropical storm Rachel here. Settle location 60.0 to the north, 108.6 to the west. The maximum say winds about 40 miles per hour. Movement west northwest about 13 miles per hour here. And the latest public advisory, we had tropical storm Rachel here. It's Rachel moving over open waters there. Don't close to watch the waters effect at 2 a.m. Pacific time, 9 UTC. The center of tropical storm Rachel was located near latitude 60.0 to the north, longitude 108.6 to the west. And Rachel is moving toward the west-northwest near 30 miles per 20 kilometers, and this general motion is expected to continue during the next 48 hours. And maximum sustained winds at rate near 40 miles per 65 kilometers with hurricanes and some straight wind is forecast during the next day or two. Tropical force winds extend numbers up to 6 miles per hour, 95 kilometers above the center. Its minimum central pressure is 1,004 millibars, 29.65 inches here. Okay, let's take a look at what is going on in the Central Pacific tropical. Nothing brewing in the tropics in the Central Pacific and Friday evening here. Okay, take a look at the forecast discussion around the country. Here's an area of low pressure off the Atlantic coast to parts with gusty winds and rainy skies here. A new complex substation will begin on a trail over the western states here. This summer first spread rain showers and sharply cooler conditions into the Pacific coastal states, By Friday night and early Saturday, showers and thunderstorms will break out across much of the desert southwest and Great Basin and the Northern Rockies here. In southern Texas will be showery also as a fall off the Gulf of Mexico, sharpened somewhat. The remaining of the central states all the way eastward to the Appalachians will see fair weather during the weekend here. Okay, forecast discussion. Well, Nate, around the region here, coastal low pressure will develop along the Carolina coast and move up the east coast today. This will bring rain and cold east wind, especially over the border out and southeastern Massachusetts. The rain will be 199 and Friday, and large high pressure across the eastern half of the United States. It will bring warmer and drier conditions back this weekend. A cold front will work south out Quebec late Monday, early Tuesday, bringing some cold conditions with some showers possible. New temperatures expand this evening. The surface wind changing tough across the southern New England this morning. The northern edge of the rain chill at 3 a.m. was still across southern Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey. I think it'll be a while before rainfall begins across southernmost New England. There, 25/0Z got it, so it's becoming a better agreement with a progression of coastal low, but it is still far from a remedy. That trend into this cyclone is far from south with the low pressure not making it north of 40 at all. This would make it very difficult to get significant rainfall very north into New England. At this point, the areas north of the Massachusetts trip out will remain mostly dry for the part today. The greatest risk for the rainfall will be along the immediate south coast of New England, including Cape Cod and the Islands. There, in clouds to the east, look to the northeast. First flow should limit maximum temperatures with valleys in the upper 50s and mid 60s. There, high surf still is in September. Still monitoring I need for issue high surf advisory for ocean exposed beaches on the south coast. Cape Cod and Islands. The forecast today shows that 5 to 6 foot southeast swell possible late today and tonight along the south coast. And to this point, thinking our coast will remain just below criteria, but it will be close to the minimum moderate risk of rip currents across south coast Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts. Here. Alright, let's take a look at the weather notes there. Heavy rain for the northeast here. Heaviest rain for Cape May, New Jersey, and the southeastern Massachusetts and Cape Islands. And there'll be rain showers by 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. I predicted that heaviest rain showers will be about after 4 p.m. And south New England will be 61 to 64 degrees. And north New England will be 65 to 73 degrees. And morning commute, you're going to be fine. Even commute, ooh, that's going to be a little tricky here due to the heavy rain here. After that, we're going to have a sunny and warm weekend on tap. It'll be upper 70s on Sunday. Ooh! Low to mid 80s by Sunday. Oh my, that's going to be a warm weekend on tap for the first full weekend of the fall season here. Summer will not go down without a fight here. Yes, but a low pressure passing well south on the region today. Tonight, expect less than 0.1 inch of rain across northern Massachusetts and southern New Hampshire, up to half to 1 inch along the south coast there. So the best chance to get a half to 1 inch of rain from the southeastern coast of Massachusetts, Cape Downs, down for coastal Rhode Island and Connecticut and the Long Island Sound. And we'll see temperatures around the 61 to 64 degree temperature range for southern New England there. While when you get up the west, we'll see around 7 degrees up the Albany, up the A7 corridor here. So it'll be warmer out in the upstate New York, I'm in the southern Vermont there. Alright, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For today, chance of rain mainly after 10 a.m., patchy clouds before 9 a.m., and otherwise clouds either 6 more degrees northeast with about 3 to 6 miles by transpiration is 40%. New precipitation amounts between the 10th and a quarter inch possible. Tonight, a chance of rain mainly before 4 a.m., patchy fog. Otherwise, most of the clouds low 52 degrees and north with about 6 miles by transpiration is 50%, and new precipitation amounts between the 10th and a quarter inch possible. Friday, most of the clouds are going to become sunny skies at about 72 degrees and off with about 8 miles per hour. Right at patchy fog between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. and patchy fog after 3 a.m. Otherwise, most of the skies low 49 degrees and calm wind. Saturday, patchy fog before 9 a.m. Otherwise, sunny skies at 79 degrees and northeast with about 3 to 5 miles per hour. Saturday night, patchy fog between 1 and 2 a.m. and patchy fog after 3 a.m. Otherwise, clear skies low 49 degrees. Sunday, patchy fog before 9 a.m. Otherwise, sunny skies at 80 degrees. Saturday night, most of the skies low 55 degrees. Monday, patchy fog before 70 wise, mostly sunny skies at 66 degrees. And Monday night, most of the skies got low 54 degrees. And Tuesday, patchy sunny skies at 66 degrees. And Tuesday night, most of the skies got low 52 degrees. And for Wednesday, patchy sunny skies at 69 degrees. Peters with phrase of the day. Rainy Thursday and tap. That's the PJ with you, Barbara. Good day with a good positive all. See you for evening report for a full report. And I'm going to do a little weather quickie in Providence, Rhode Island. Have a good day with a good positive. Here